You guys know this guy right here. I don't know, you might know him, you might not. But I've been a fan of his for a long time. I always thought he was dope. He's got a great physique. He seems like a cool guy.
Freak. 30 years from now, he's not going to be alive. That is the problem. If he continues to do what he's doing for 30 years, most likely, he's not going to be alive.
I'm not saying take steroids. I'm doing what I love. Like growing up, I always felt like the weird kid. I always felt ugly. I really hated my lips. I used to cover like my mouth. I used to do this because I hated my lips. Like it sounds stupid, but that was my way because I was so insecure.
In late November 2002 in Malta, Svein Falzon was born. Malta is a small island nation located in the Mediterranean Sea, south of Italy and north of Libya. Svein grew up living with his mother and stepfather, constantly moving from one home to another. He has very few memories of his biological father, as he was never truly present in his life.
Yeah, I don't know my dad, and I have a stepdad, but it's very awkward. Like I don't really like talking about it. But basically, we had a lot of problems involving drugs in the family, like everyone. And there wasn't any, like growing up, I never really felt love. Like I never felt loved. So I had a hard time, like feeling normal, as I said earlier. And since I felt so different, like I used to have, for example, just to give you an idea of how my life was, if I got like a PlayStation for Christmas or something, they used to sell it for drugs. So anything that I got, it was sold. Like I never had anything I could call my own. I never had like growing up, I never even got anything for my birthday. Like I wasn't special, I wasn't loved essentially. My mom showed me love, and she is still supporting me to this day.
Because of the frequent moves and unstable living conditions, Svein's childhood was often marked by financial struggles.
I was never really in a comfortable or good spot financially, so my family, we always had trouble. Just we moved around a lot, like houses, because one house was, I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but one house was shit, so we had to go to another one, then another one. We just kept going back and forth. We used to live with like my grandpa. He owns buildings and apartments, so we lived in one of his apartments. But he fought with my mom, like they had an argument, so we had to move out from there. Then we went back to another place. It was bad, so we moved back to another place. We never had a spot to actually live in, so I never had a home. It's always different. And financially always had problems, like we could never travel. We never traveled together. Maybe once when I was, like, I don't even know the age because I don't remember. But I don't even have any memories with my family, like traveling anywhere. I'm not even joking, like it's very weird to me, like, because I see other people, they're all having a nice time, like enjoying life. I never had a good experience with my parents, like my mom, because I don't know my dad, but my mom, we never went out like to Italy, or just we're always in Malta, always with problems, always with this, always with that. That's when I discovered the gym. When I first started,
how much was that?
Like I remember being 53 kilo.
53 kilos?
So from 16 to now, in 4 years essentially, I went up to 107, but I blew up like after starting gear.
you doubled weight.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
so
bro.
I did from 16 years old to 19 natural. And then when I started my first cycle, I just boom, like I kept blowing up, like it was insane.
No way.
My body just absorbed all the food. I got a coach, so I was doing everything right, you know?
Okay.
Because obviously, like being unnatural, I didn't want to rush into it. I went in slow. And I wanted to make sure that I stay healthy. So I got a coach immediately, and I got the best one on the island, essentially, in terms of, because he actually cares about people's health, you know, because some coaches don't give. But I started with him, and in a year, like it's so weird to me because in a year it feels a lot longer than a year because I thought I was growing slowly. Like you always think you're growing slowly, but then at one point I just, especially after prep, because I competed. So I did. What was it? I did nationals. Like I competed nationals in my country and I won. And I dieted down to like 81 kilo, and the last off season. So after a year of taking steroids, essentially, I went up to 105 after a year. So my weight, I gained around at least 20 kilo in the first year, or more, I think more. It was insane.
So you started at 116 pounds. You started at 53 kilograms.
Yes.
Okay, that's 117 pounds. And then you ended up at 107 kilograms.
Yes.
And that's 235 pounds. You've doubled your weight
In
at
4
5'9".
years.
That's crazy.
I just met Michelle around that time, like we were dating, because we met before in the gym. But
Hey, that's where you do it.
around that time, that we were dating, and like imagine not having nowhere else to go, like no one you can trust, and the person you were talking to for like a year. Like I just went up. I was messaging her. Like I was begging her to take me in. Like I had no home, I had no family.
Like a year into knowing each other?
Yes.
Holy
So she was the only person that I could actually
yeah.
feel like could help me. Like imagine that. I was begging her, like can you tell your dad so I can live with you during COVID,
Yeah.
because everywhere was closed. Like everyone was huddling up in the same houses. Like I had nowhere to go. I'm not even joking.
What did you think? Were you like, this guy's crazy?
No. I always knew the situation.
Yeah.
I knew his family and everything. So I did a bit of convincing with my dad, and he came over and we lived together for 5 months.
During
Wow.
COVID.
Yes.
That's awesome.
I was taking out his stitches. Like,
Holy shit.
Yeah, she's the one who took out the stitches for this. Huh?
Oh, that's crazy.
stitches. That's a lot.
Damn. Damn, bro.
Our fridge was almost always empty. My dad, because he wasn't used to this, he was eating a lot. So he would just go grocery shopping. He would buy meat and everything, and the next day half of it was gone.
No way.
I'm so sorry. I'm like, but
Yeah, it was really weird because, again, like it's weird to think about because there was a time where I had nothing, I had no one, and the only person I had was a girl that I was like I barely even knew. I barely knew her family. Like, can you please take me in? Like that's insane to me.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make
make a statement. I'm gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible.
Thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more.
So remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my